Hello, my YouTube world. This is Johnny Mo, and you know what today is. You know what today is. Today is Motivational Monday, baby. I love Motivational Monday. It's the best day of the week. It's when you get up and you're getting ready to go to work. You're getting ready to go slam it. Today's Motivational Monday topic is, are you at David or are you like the rest of those Israelites? My favorite book to read is the Bible, and I read it through the filter of a business person. And we're going to talk about 1 Samuel chapter 17 when David meets Goliath. Here's what's going on. You've got the Philistines on one side, you've got Israel on the other, and you've got a valley. So what happened was this big, huge giant goes down into the valley, shouts on top of the hill. You guys know the story. David comes down and eventually beats him. But see, you can't just read the Bible. You got to read the Bible. See, when I read this story, I see so much more in it. So Goliath goes out there and shouts, "Who will face me? If anyone will face me and beat me, you will be the champion." Israel is like, "Oh my God, oh my God, he's so big, we can't do anything." And they go hide behind a bunch of rocks. They don't do anything for 40 days and 40 nights. It's in there, read it. They were stayed stagnant for 40 days and 40 nights. Well, John, what does that have to do with anything? Let me tell you what it has to do with you. How long are you going to sit around saying, well, maybe this year's the year that I'm going to do business? But see, what they kept looking at was how big he was, how big his armor was, oh, how hard it was going to be. Who in the world can beat him? Who in the world can build a business in this town? Who in the world could ever make money mowing grass? Who in the world am I going to get money at? Wah, wah, wah. It's a bunch of excuses, and just like the Israelites, you're going to be stuck behind a bunch of rocks of excuses, wondering when it's going to be your turn. Well, here comes this little 13-year-old boy. He comes in, his dad says, "You know what, can you go feed your brothers some cheese and some bread?" David rolls up in there. All of a sudden, Goliath comes out and he starts his banter. "Who will face me? Who will face me?" David looks around. He sees everyone hiding behind the rocks. He's like, what's going on here, man? What's going on? Well, look how big he is. Look how he's got armor. He's huge. And, oh, I don't know if I can make it. What if David doesn't never say anything like that. The very first thing David says, and this is the mindset of a king. This is the mindset of David. He said, what happens to the man that beats him? What did he see? He's seen opportunity. What do you see about business? If all you see is problems, just go hide behind your garage and get it down in your little stance and say, "Oh, I'm never going to make it. See, David and you should be rising up and say, what happens to the man that beats that guy?" And right away, David said, "All right, I'll go do it. I'll go fight him. I'll go fight him." That's what David says. David says, "That's all right. I see opportunity here. There's grass growing all over the place. There's bushes that need to be trimmed. I'll go trim them. I'll go cut that grass. You don't ask, oh, where am I going to get the money? You find the money. Go get your stuff. Go beat that guy." You'll never have great victory without great war. You got to get over your mindset. If the first thing you look at is, how can I do this? How can I do that? You're not a David. A David will go in there like, what happens to that man? What happens if I cut that grass? They're going to pay you money. What happens if I prune that bush? I'm going to pay you money. You got to be able to be a David. So David goes down there, and, you know, I find it very interesting. David goes to a stream and finds 5 smooth rocks, the Bible says. I find it very interesting. The very things that the Israelites were hiding behind, David uses. It gets to the point where his own family says, "What are you doing? You think you're all this. You think you're that. You should be back there tending sheep. You should be doing this." That's what your family will do to you. That's what your family will do. Say, "You should have just kept that job. You were making $17 an hour. What are you, an idiot? Are you?" That's what the people are going to do. Because when people are scared to do something, they're going to try to hold you back to make themselves feel better. I'm telling you, it is March. You are standing on one side of the cliff. The grass is on the other side of the cliff, and you need to get down in the valley and decide this year if you're going to do it or not. Get off your little pansy butt and get down there. Stop worrying about what's going to happen and I'm not going to make it. Listen, you got that mindset, you won't make it. You got to get off your butt and get going. This is Motivational Monday, baby. You know how we do it. You know what? It's time for you to sit down in your office or find your office and say, you know what? I'm not going to look at how big that business is. I'm not going to look how hard it's going to be. I'm going to look at the benefits. What's going to happen when I make it? That's the mindset of a king. That's the mindset of David. He wasn't thinking about how big this cat was. He was thinking about what's the reward. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! What's wrong with you? Don't hide behind excuses. Don't hide behind rocks. Let's go! Motivational Monday! It's March! It's time for battle! It's time to get the phone to ring! It's time to buy the new equipment! It's time to take a chance in life! Yeah, baby! You know how we do it over here! Western Pennsylvania!